Hey my peeps, this is Coach Tanisha Marie. I'm glad you came to my channel. And if you're new here, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell for upcoming videos. And if you are a current subscriber, make sure you share with all of your peeps.
Hey guys. Happy day to you. So I do these financial tips. So make sure you guys subscribe and make sure you like and make sure you share and make sure you comment, right? These financial tips are vital. You know, I want to get to 100, 200 financial tips, right? So this is going to be tip number 12, I think. Yeah, number 12. So what I've learned in entrepreneurship over the years is that money is simply an energy. So if you got bad energy, what happens is you repel money. That means you money runs away from you. Money is not even like attracted to you, right? Money runs away from you, literally, okay? So with that being said, okay, if we know money runs away from you, right, because of bad energy, we got to change our energy, right, around money. So when I first started my journey in business, entrepreneurship, you know, whatever you want to call it, I was desperate, right? I needed to make money. I was on unemployment. I was making $300 a week. I was living in a basement apartment with my 2 kids and my husband. I just got fired, you know, from my job. And I was just trying to figure things out. You know, I was trying to figure it out. I was trying to, you know, figure out, you know, how I'm going to live for the next how many years. I was trying to figure out what I needed to do. So I was just trying to figure it out. But also I was desperate to make money. 2 kids, got rent to pay. Me and my husband had, you know, we had cars and insurance to pay. And then we had daycare to pay for and trips and, you know, food, forget it. You know, I wasn't on no welfare or, you know, any type of government assistance at the time, right? So we had to make do. But I was so desperate to make money that I was willing to do anything, right? I was willing to do anything to make money. And this is why I tell people you can't be so desperate to make money that you'll do anything, because you'll start scamming. You'll start stealing from people. You'll start, you know, you will start disrespecting yourself. You start compromising your integrity if you have any. Right? You start disrespecting yourself when you're desperate to make money. When you're really, really desperate to make money, anything sounds good, right? So once I started to understand that I can't be desperate to make money, that I have to position myself, right? That's why I always say, when I send out emails to people, I do posts, I'm like, position yourself, okay? Position yourself, right? So that you can make money, right? Change your mindset, right? That's why I got my inner circle now, where I'm helping you change your energy. I'm helping you change, you know, your mindset. I'm helping you change that thermostat around money, just the basic stuff, so that you can start to attract, you know, some type of money, right? So you can start to attract some type of money into your life, right? So once I understood this, right? Once I understood this, okay? Once I understood this, okay? Once I understood, now I had to start changing my energy. I had to start thinking differently about money. Now, it wasn't easy, right? I had my coach who he helped me, right? Then I had a whole system that I was in, and then I was around other people that was getting money. So it was a whole different vibe, right? So I had to think differently about money. I had to start reading books about money, right? I had to start feeling different about money, right? I had to now be able to get money and keep money, right? Because soon as, you know, I got money, my little $300 a week, it went right out because I had bills and all this other stuff, you know, to be able to pay. right? So now I got to be able to keep money, right? And now I got to be able to know how to grow money, right? Because it's not just enough just to get money, because everybody knows how to get money. Everybody knows how to go get a job, or, go do Uber Eats or something like that. Everybody knows how to get money, or you can ask your family members for money, or, ask everybody on your social media for $1, or whatever the case may be, right? So you know how to get money, but we didn't learn how to keep money, right? It's like money burns a hole in our pocket when we don't, when we don't spend it, right? We know how to keep money and then grow the money, right? Now, it took me years. Like, I'm not saying you're going to get it right away, right? It took me years to change my thermostat, okay? Because every time I got $1, it went out. Every time I turned around, my credit card bills was high. Every time you turn around, bills was due. Every time you turn around, now I got a late fee or a late payment there, and a late fee here, and a late thing here, and a late, like, damn, why the fuck don't I have money? And then how am I getting all these late fees, right? So thank God my mentor showed me some things, right? How to change my mindset, how to change my money thermostat, the books I needed to read, the events I needed to attend to, the seminars that I needed to go to, those type of things, right? And then what happened is you got to now be consistent, because a mentor is only as good as you allow the mentor to be. If you don't allow your mentor to be great to you, then your mentor can't be great to you, right? Because the teacher is only good as the student, right? You can have a great teacher, but if it's a bad student, then you didn't learn anything, right? You could be a great student, a bad teacher, you didn't learn anything, right? So you got to understand, okay? It's going to take time. If it took you 40 years to be in debt, or if it took you 40 years to be broke, or if it took you 40 years to, have no money, if it took you 40 years, to live check to check, it's going to take more to start changing your mind, start changing your thermostat. But you can start taking steps towards changing, right? That's why I always tell people the time is now, right? We keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. We're waiting on the food stamps. We're waiting on the tax refund check. We're waiting on child support. We're waiting on, the government to give more stimulus checks. We're waiting for the job to give a raise. None of that stuff is going to set you free, right? Right? Nothing. None of that is going to set you free. What's going to set you free is the mindset. The mindset is what's going to set you free and what's going to set you apart, right? So you got to love yourself, right? You have to love yourself enough to say, I want more. And if I want more, right, now I can do more, right? And I can attract more, right? Because the first steps to succeeding and having a vision is wanting to succeed and wanting to grow and wanting to get to the next level. A lot of people don't want to grow. People 40 years old still living at home with their parents. You don't want a house. You don't want your own apartment. You don't want a car. You don't want more money. That's why you don't have it, right? So you got to want more. You have to have the desire, right? You have to have a desire, a want to be free. A lot of people don't have the desire to be free because they don't even know what it looks like. They've been in bondage for 40 years and it's like, damn, how do you get out of bondage now? Right? And then everything seems so scary when you say invest in yourself. People get scared of that, right? People get scared when you say, buy a course or buy a book. People get scared of those things, right? It's because you don't really truly love yourself. Because a person that truly loves themselves know that I have to invest in myself to get to the next level. I know that I have to spend money on books, mentors, CDs, seminars, courses if I want to get ahead. Just like going to college, you got to spend money on college. You got to spend money on the books. You got to spend money on training. You got to spend money, but you're forced to do it, right? If you don't do it, you don't go to the next level. You don't go to the next class or whatever the case is. It's the same thing in life, right? You got to love yourself enough to willingly, right? See, in college, you're forced to do this stuff, right? But when you're an adult and you're trying to elevate on your own, you got to now be willing, right? You have to now be willing, right? You got to be now willing, guys, right, to invest in yourself, right? But you got to love you enough to say, I'm willing to spend $10,000 on myself. I'm willing to spend $20,000 on myself. I'm willing to spend $1,000 on myself to get myself to the next level. And remember, when you invest in yourself, it's not just you investing in you. You're investing for the future of yourself, your family, your children, your spouse, your sisters, your brothers, your grandparents. How many of your family members are actually where you want to be? Think about that for a minute, right? How many of your family members are where you want to be? That means, would you look at your aunt, uncle, mother, cousin, sister, brother? Would you look at them and say, you know what? My sister got the lifestyle that I want. Let me go learn from her. My mom has a lifestyle that I want. Let me go learn from her. Think about that. Do anyone in your family have the lifestyle that you want or you desire? If it's a no, then guess what? You have to be the one to create the life that you desire, because you don't even have a blueprint. That's why you got to invest in yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to get around people that want to pull you up. You got to get around, people that is doing better than you. You got to get around people that have the lifestyle that you want. That's really how this thing works. So if nobody in your circle, nobody in your family have the lifestyle that you want, then you got to create that for yourself. But it starts with self-love and loving you and loving on you. Loving you and loving on you so that you can now start to love yourself more, love your children more, love your spouse more, and then start to love money more. Money's everywhere. Money is everything. Nobody should be broke. Nobody should be broke. How many people got their tax money and they broke already? I got a client right now, right? She got tax money last week. She broke this week. Like, sis, how? Oh, she had this to pay. She had that to pay. She had this to pay. Well, if you never pay yourself and you never pay attention to yourself, and if you never, put money into yourself, how can you go anywhere? How can you go further? You're going to stay stuck and you're going to stay in poverty. And what happens is it becomes like quicksand. And it's like slowly but surely you're sinking. Slowly but surely you're sinking, and you don't realize it until you're too far in and you're like, damn, I can't get out. How do I get out? Now it's going to take quadruple the time, money, energy. So if it took you 40 years to be broke, now it's going to take you 120 years to get up out the mess. So, I'm just here to empower, enlighten people, help women, help women and men to understand, right? The things that we need. My friend calling me now. We're going to Dubai. So the things that we need. Let me tell her, hold on. Yeah, hold on a minute. Hold on a second. The things that we need, right? In order to win, friends, you need a mentor. You need a coach. You need trainings. You got to train your mind. You got to literally take all the stuff that you learn, unlearn, and then relearn new things so that you can win, right? And if you're not willing to do that, friends, you don't have a chance at winning. All right. So love yourself first so that you can start changing your relationship with money, and then go to the Money Challenge.money and join the inner circle for $27.99 a month. Okay. We go live once a month. I give you ways and things to start changing your mindset. We also have a book club because a lot of people don't read, right? People that are in poverty, they literally do not read, right? So I am going to help people to start reading, and we're only going to be focusing on money, wealth, and success. So I look forward to seeing you in class, guys. This is financial tip number 12.